Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a weekly review, and it's for this past week, the 12th through the 18th. So I got a few other, let me grab this. I feel like I'm in a planner funk. I apologize for the lighting. I let the kind of time slip away, so the lighting isn't the best, and putting on an actual light is even worse because you can see it. But I realized that I'm in kind of like a planner funk. I haven't been able to really do my planner. I haven't really looked at it. I feel like it's more so like an overload in life, because I used to really enjoy like setting up the books, and I still do. It's just, I think it's so many transitions and so many things that are happening all at once. But I also know how important planning is, because I'm not being effective with what it is that I need to do. So I'm going to show you how this week has gone. And this is my Hobonichi weeks. I still have, didn't add too much to this month because nothing else aside from what's already been there is going on. Oh, but I did, let's see, what's today? Today is the 18th, and I did work 9:30 to 7:30 this morning, and I got no sleep. I think I got like 2 hours, and I did an overnight the night before, and I actually stayed until 5. So yeah, this is a lot is going on, and I think that's a big part of it. Like, I need to get my just overall organization together in order to be productive. But let's see what I actually did. Okay, I didn't shred. I really needed to shred. So I got more this week than I did last week completed. Down here I realized that this was not, yeah, I realized that I don't think this was, yeah, I stopped doing that. And I think because it's so small, that was the issue. But I do know that I like tracking, and I'll show you like how I'm doing it this way around. So I'm gonna move this here to watch the lymphatic drain video, because that's something that I want to do tonight. I want to start doing, I do facial massages because of post-cancer and lymphedema and stuff like that. But I want to be able to do it like full body, because I think, and I know that's more effective for the body that way. So I have that. And nothing else really happened. On Friday, I did do a walk exercise for 15 minutes. My daughter had her surgery. I went grocery shopping, did some cleaning. Everything else was like super busy, so I didn't do anything. Saturday, I didn't do too much. And yeah. So that I am doing next week a bit different. So I'm not going to do like a setup for next week. I did super simple. I just did important things that I need to do, appointments or calls that I need to make, bills that's due, whatever it is that I need to shop for this week. So I know the space is small. So if I, like this week, I need to order from Amazon. So I'll put like Amazon, grocery shopping, Dollar Tree, stuff like that. And then I'll do a separate list someplace else, maybe if it's in the pages in a bag or just a sticky. And then meals are right here. So this is pretty much all I'm doing for this week, and I'm totally okay with that. As far as everything else, I think I've been pretty good with, oh no, like I had some days that I've been off, so I'll feel that in a couple of days. So yesterday was good night working. I mean, the calls were pretty good considering it's crisis. It wasn't. Let me try to put the light on. I feel like it's super. And I got a new phone now. Yeah, see, I don't like the way that light. Maybe I'll just cover the light like that. I got a new phone. I got the Samsung Ultra 24, and I like it, but it's way different than what I've had before. I've had an iPhone for years and years and years, so it's a huge adjustment that I need to make. So that was then. That was last night. Today, I am grateful for just ability to advocate for myself. I got into a disagreement with my kid's father, and I remember a time where I did not advocate for myself well. It was a point in time where growing up I struggled with advocating, but so this is per usual on my videos. I know we always kind of talk about something, but early in years I used to not be able to advocate at all. Like when I say at all, I was afraid to go ask for more ketchup. I wouldn't be able to say anything. And then I realized as years went by, it's because I just didn't like confrontation. I really didn't like conflict. And then as I got like early adulthood and into there, it was rough. Like my advocating consisted of rage and anger and just not healthy communication. To whereas now I'm able to advocate for myself, but I know how to do it in a constructive manner. I know how to use healthy communication. I know how to control myself. Don't get me wrong, I have my moments. I'm not at all making it like I'm like perfect at it. But the times that I'm struggling, I also know when to walk away and say I'm struggling and I don't need to talk about this right now. Or I think the biggest part I've learned now in advocating myself and just overall general communication is that not everything needs a response. Some things don't need a response, especially if you've explained things before. Like some things just don't need a response. So I'm happy about that, and that's something that I'm really grateful for. And that was only by the grace of God that, He worked with me with my anger, and it's just, I'm just really grateful. So that is something I'm great, and I really like doing this. I think when I do like the end of the month, and I kind of look back and do a monthly recap, I'll do a video of like some of the highlighting things that I was grateful for. I did finish one book, and hopefully I can meet the other two. I think that I would be able to. Yeah, everything else I need to like really get on it for. And then I need to make my cleaning chart. I did too. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I didn't do so bad. So I'm gonna kind of do the same thing here. And I'm just going to put vacuum rooms. I actually did some washing today. I could have put that down on here. Couches, tables. That is a struggle for me. Car inside, I really need to get the inside of, especially my trunk, together. And makeup brushes. I don't use a lot of them, but the ones that I do, I need to make sure that I'm cleaning. So that is all good for Hobonichi. And then I may try to go ahead this next week and like set up the cleaning, because I really kind of like that. I like that being separate. Now, this is what this is what I started this week. Like I told you, I'm in a funk. But I have realized that I need to plan, and I almost need to bring it back to basics where it's not stressful on me. This is just a notebook from Walmart, I believe. Two came in. It's really flimsy, it's really flimsy and loose. So I have like a August view here, and this is pretty much any hours that I'm working extra, and I want to kind of see, like, be able to have a visual of what I'm working extra. So that's there. I started off by doing some journaling and then a list. I went into just random things. I guess you would call this a commonplace, kind of, sort of, because I'm just putting anything that I wanted it. And this is what I'm carrying to work and everything. So that's why I don't have too many stickers. I have like one sticker book with me. And that's the Carpe Diem Bloom book. But I will kind of share what I wrote last week. What does rest mean to me? Because I realized that I am not resting in the way that I should, emotionally, mentally, physically. And I just jotted down really quickly like what rest means to me. To get some physical sleep that's longer than 7 hours, to not be stressed or overwhelmed by anything or anybody, to take time and do things and not always rush through them, and to make my own schedule according to what I want to do and not so much geared around others. So that's something to remember. I actually printed off some things when I was at work yesterday about rest, like scriptures and things like that I want to kind of get into and read. So this is just random things that I've wrote down. This was yesterday, my to-do list. Like, remember that I need to work overnight, which is what I did yesterday. The deposit I actually did today, so I can take that off. But just a really quick list, and this is what I miss doing. This is how everything started off for me. Like, even when I was younger, before I even knew what a planner was, it was just me writing lists down. And it was like a list full of things, like wake up, even the smallest of things. It wasn't huge tasks, and I realized that's probably how I was more productive, because I wasn't writing huge things down. I was breaking them up and still feeling like I was accomplishing things. So I left a space here because I really wanted to add some cardstock and some paper. Sometimes when I don't have too much stickers or anything going on, I like to throw in some cardstock just to give it a little character. And this was yesterday. And I got pretty much a lot of things that I wanted to done. Did some quick like meal logging, things that I didn't want to forget, and things that I needed to write down for tomorrow, which is today. And today's the 18th. I am having KFC tonight because I didn't want to cook anything, and I'm happy about that. I'm gonna add like my thoughts toward the end of the night, and this is my task list, and we can go over what I did already. Get a few hours of sleep in. I didn't get a few, I only got a couple. When I got off at 7:30, by the time I made it home, it was 8. I had only slept for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So I do plan on going to bed early, showering early. I still need to do my daughter's hair, which I'm going to do right after this video. I did change sheets, washed, bank deposit, plan, and then I'm going to film and post this. So I like kind of sometimes, like I told you before, this Hobonichi is pretty much just to kind of look back on next year and say, okay, well, I did this planning, or what was I really doing? Like, what things was I focusing on? What was my task list looking like then? And I think this week is going to be even better because everything is really down. So if I go into doing dailies, I'll be able to really break it up. And so I'm going to keep this the same, like work hours, errands, and then what I'm like actually doing over here. And the last week in this month, I do want to just cap off what is my birthday funds looking like, my sinking funds, and I'll choose one. Well, one of my sinking funds, Christmas funds, and emergency funds is looking like. So I want to be able to do that at the end of each month to like see if things changed. So that's down, and I really like doing lists like this. So what I wanted to kind of like add or do for the channel, especially since I'm in like a planner funk now, is try out different things to kind of get my judge back, get things back in order, kind of just get back in the free flowing, no stress, no obligation of simple, basic, minimal planning. So the only thing that I did moving forward for next week was put down washi tape. If I have time to add in these types of stickers, then I will. If not, I'm doing the bare basic, and I'm okay with that. I like things to look nice. Washi tape is good enough. I'll add like some marks. I'm probably going to do the dates right here to each day. But I've already did all of the things, and I've been wanting to use my washi tape. I think this is an easy, cheap way rather than me going and buying planners. Now, I do have old planners that I plan on taking out and using just to show you all, give a variety of things that you could use, and all of which are pretty much came from Amazon. So that's something that you'll see me do in the upcoming months. And I'm also deciding, or trying to decide, whether I want to do, I know I'm going to do a Christmas book separate, because I love Christmas, but I'm thinking about doing in October, November, and December separate book, because I want to have like something separate for December memories. November, I want to do just a gratitude, and I did that 1 year before, I think 2021 it was, where each day was just on gratitude. So that, and then I love the fall season coming, and I think I'm gonna do that for October, but that will be mainly for like moments, and I'll see if I can fit like dailies in like that. So that I'm gonna do. It's gonna be really cheap and minimal, like maybe a pen and gear notebook, or I do have quite a bit of travelers notebooks that are, you know, just empty and free. So I might try to do that, but I want to get back into it without the stress. So I've added these in. I'm just going to add in lists or whatever it is that I want to log for that day. Again, using my washi tape, and then I'm back to this. I miss it. I miss the trackers. I miss it. So I put the trackers down. This is something that I kept up in my other books. This is more small, easier to kind of carry with me. I can keep this clip on it, so like when I'm at work, nobody has to see what I'm doing. So I am having some major issues with trying to get used to filming with this new phone. Hopefully I can get it together, but this is what I've been doing so far in my like wellness fitness planner, and I can easily go back and fill in like my steps, sleep, and things like that. I did start a new watch, but it did track, so I should be able to go back and do that, and that's something that I'll do. I do have the next week kind of already set up, but this is something that I really need to try to use more. Even if it means I jot it down in here for the dailies, and transfer them onto here if I can't get around to it. But it's something that I definitely want to track. That's why I bought it, so that I can look at things over the whole year and see. But we'll see. That's pretty much all. I hope you all have a awesome week. I hope planning is going good for you, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.